Okay, let's dive in. Today we're looking at how great tech ideas actually make it out of the lab and onto, well, our streets. We're focusing on this collaboration. Transplan, SmartTO, and York University's Living Lab. And specifically, their AI platform, ViewsAI. It's meant for traffic, right? Counting, analyzing.
Predicting traffic patterns, yeah, all in real time.
So our mission here is really to unpack that journey. How does something like ViewsAI prove it's ready for the chaos of real city traffic? Why are partnerships so key?
Well, the core issue, and this is really foundational for you to understand, was about Transplan's position.
Ew.
They had this tech, Views AI, but it was at what we call TRL7, Technology Readiness Level 7.
Okay, TRL7, what does that actually mean in practice?
It means they had a working prototype. It
Mhm.
functioned, in a lab setting or a somewhat controlled operational environment.
Yeah.
But cities don't buy prototypes. They need TRL9.
TRL9, and the difference is just more testing.
It's way more than that. TRL7 proves the science works, basically. TRL9 it's the final product. Fully tested, certified, ready to go. Something a city manager can deploy and, crucially, trust completely. It's not just about code. It's a huge credibility jump. You have to prove accuracy.
Okay, so the hurdle wasn't just the tech itself, but actually convincing people, the city managers, that it wouldn't mess up rush hour.
Exactly. That's a massive adoption challenge. And that's precisely where SmartTO became the launch pad.
The launch pad, I like that. So they provided the space, the resources.
Yes, but it was more structured than just space. SmartTO provided the essential framework, the legal cover, the ethical approvals needed to test AI on public streets. Think about it. That's a huge barrier for any tech company trying to go it alone. SmartTO basically de-risked the whole deployment process for them.
Got it. So SmartTO created this sort of safe space for validation, a bridge enabling Transplan to prove ViewsAI was accurate. How did they actually, check that? How did they verify it?
They used a pretty robust method, cross-verification. They tested the AI's accuracy using camera feeds from different kinds of sources.
Different sources, like what?
Like high-altitude drones and standard street-level cameras.
Drones and street cameras? Huh. Why both? Was that just for backup or something more?
It was about proving robustness. I mean, think about city cameras. They're all different, right? Different heights, angles, quality. By showing the AI could handle data from a moving drone and a fixed street camera, two really different inputs, they proved the system didn't care about the source format. It just worked.
Okay, that makes sense. Proving it's input agnostic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that successful multi-source testing, that directly built their credibility. It was undeniable proof.
And that proof led to real results, I gather.
Immediately.
Yeah.
That's when they started landing pilot projects, like with Peel Region, which is a major partner.
Okay, Peel Region. Why is that significant? What does that show?
Well, Peel has some really complex commuter routes, involves multiple areas. Managing that traffic is a tough test. If ViewsAI could handle that, it proved it could basically handle anything. It was a massive validation point. And maybe even more importantly, this success, using this testing model, it also attracted international interest. It showed the SmartTO partnership model created proof that worked globally. So if we step back and think about what this means for you, the listener, this story really shows that these kinds of partnerships, they do way more than just polish the tech. They build trust, they navigate the tricky regulations, they provide that rock-solid proof you need to actually innovate in cities and make them, safer and more sustainable.
Right. So the key takeaway here is that ViewsAI's success really depended on making that jump from TRL7, the working prototype, to TRL9, the deployable product.
Right.
And that leap was only possible because the SmartTO partnership provided that critical real-world testing ground and the credibility that came with it.
Exactly. Which leaves us with a final thought for you to mull over. If this model, this rigorous testing using different inputs like drones and street cameras, if that becomes the standard way we verify smart city tech, what other really complex city problems, things we struggle with now, could we finally start solving?